We've seen, Mr. Roser have seen this wave of concern, I guess in the mid-'80s about career and technical education. There was a resurgence of it in the early '90s, but in every case it is founded over the inherent difficulties of hiring the people who can train students increasingly. With each wave of technological innovation, the capacity of local school systems to keep up is strained, and that has founded all these efforts before. How do you propose to deal with that?
Well, I think there's two things. Number one, and it's a fascinating question. When you look at the salaries of those who have gained experience in industry compared to comparable levels of experience in education, it's fair to say that in the technical trades, the salaries tend to be higher than folks in public education 20 years in. So, whether you're a nurse or whether you're a welder or what have you, it's hard to imagine making that career shift. Then we layer on, layer after layer of prohibitive regulations to really ensure that you won't do it. So I think we need to, in that legislative package, and the Bessie package in the spring, address the requirements and create an alternate way of allowing for credentialing to come into our school systems to educate kids in career areas. We've got some great certified welding teachers out there. Some of the best welding teacher talent in our state are certified educators. But there certainly are talented pipe fitters, mill writers, welders, etc., that are not certified teachers, that aren't interested in taking 2 years out of their life to get a bachelor's degree to teach in our schools, and should be able to. But second, your point, Lanny, around the idea of technology keeping up, I think that is an important point. School systems and schools are not designed to be connected to, in a nimble way, the daily changes that are going on in our state's economy. If you just look at the changes that's gone on in oil and gas, over a 30-year period, oil and gas has moved from a field that the vast majority of jobs only require a high school diploma to a field where the vast majority of jobs require something much more than a high school diploma. That's an amazing shift over basically one generation. There's no way the high school is going itself to be able to keep up with the changes in equipment, with the changes in methods, with the changes in technology. You need to invite the technical college system, which is designed to be responsive to those challenges, and industry itself in. And Lanny, I guess looking at past efforts, whether it's in Louisiana or elsewhere, to me, that's the great challenge. And really, it's the great challenge of education change generally. Too often, we just turn to ourselves to be the only ones that can solve the problem. We are too insular, and we don't ask other sectors, other institutions for help. Asking and inviting in higher ed and the technical colleges, I believe, and industry will help us keep up with the changes that go on in industry every day. Thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it.